Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I just had a quick save and came into the building. Doesn't seem like there's any raiders anywhere. What on earth? It might be a bit bugged. I don't really know. It seems like they've deleted the raiders. I don't quite know if I'll need to turn this mod off for this. Normally there's raiders here, but anyway, if I do need to turn it off, it might be that I'll obviously save and stuff like that, exit the game, come back in with the mod switched off. I don't quite know what's going on here. Oh, so I may need to switch the mod off, since this mod, just by looking at it, can tell straight away that obviously the mod sort of removes Preston and stuff, so it stops the quest. I mean, I did leave the laser musket outside, but I'm not sure if I'm meant to grab that and then it works. That's a bit of a conundrum. Is that the right word? Conundrum? It's a T-45 suit, but huh. So although this mod is quite a nice mod, I just have to quickly oh, it's dropped back down here again. So it turns out that for a brief moment or two, it seems I'm gonna have to do a quick save and exit, and I will have to turn off that mod, which is a damn shame because it's a nice mod. So hopefully it'll let me log in. It should do anyway because the game's open fresh. But as it seems, it would seem that it's recommended that if you get the Concord mod with the built up like that particular mod, to make sure that you've just by looking at it you can know to make sure that if you're going to install it, make sure it's turned off until after you've spoke to Preston and got them to Sanctuary Hills quite clearly. So I'm going to have to turn that off. Made by Phoenix 88. I would love to see more. I would love to see what else Phoenix has got in his restoration progress of the Commonwealth, because it seems as though he's going to be updating this, judging by the writing. It hasn't done that yet, but these are the mods I use. I've yet to see some of these. I've seen that. This mod's by the people that did the unofficial Skyrim. I think a lot of yous might use that. I downloaded that because I'm interested in having or rather Sean as a companion. I haven't actually gotten to have him as a companion, so I've got that to look forward to see if it works. But it's 5 stars, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it actually does work. Unlimited resources. I don't know where that is, but I don't even know why I've got that installed, actually. because I've got where is it? I have the Vault 88 level tunnel, so you can build, so I can build proper tunnels without having to worry about the sloping and the ground being all over the shop. Where is it? And Captain Noob's mod this. I've yet to. The description says I've got to watch his videos to understand exactly how to get this particular companion. I have never come across it yet since downloading it about a week ago, I think, or a couple of days ago. I don't really remember. This is a good one because it, outside of the USO overhaul sort of menu where you can get functional beds and stuff like that, all the functional stuff and that goes into a thing with one of the other mods that I've got switched on. But this one, when you're in the normal menu, it allows a generator that pumps 10,000 power, and it's basically just one of those switches. You place that on the wall and you can have lights pretty much anywhere in the settlement. You don't need to worry about what do you call them, power connectors and having to wire them up everywhere. It makes you, and generally hate making your settlement look ugly with those things or strewn everywhere. So you can have generators that looks like a switch. You just place it on the wall. You have power to the entire settlement, wireless. As for Vault 88, what I'm going to do is I want to get the compact generator and stuff, but I think it can be, I don't know. I might place the generators on the outside of my builds in Vault 88, and then use the conduits on the outside, so that when the lights are on and stuff, you don't have wires strewn about inside the vault of where you've built. Put all the connectors in on the outside, and then you can get the power from like that. That's what I did with with like half the vault I have on my other character. All these clean and smooths pretty much speak for themselves. They'll be, I wouldn't not say tidied completely up, but at least smoothed out from what the would normally look like in vanilla. USS Quincy. It's an interesting one, but when you go there, you have to bunch of pirates on it, but it's the Minuteman's. It's a Minuteman ship near Quincy, so I've been there once and I cleared them out. I don't really know what else to do besides that. I suppose it's just somewhere to visit. That's a good mod because if you have the recruit followers extended mod switched on, Nick Valentine in his normal look, you can't put the follower ring on him because it won't let you, because obviously his fingers they don't have skin on, not at least not a lot of skin, so obviously the mod doesn't work. But if you make him with Gen 3, it does actually allow you to make him follow you. No build speaks for itself, so you can build as much as you want on any settlement that you have, given the limit of the actual size of the settlement. Some of them are really small, so you can't really do much apart from go up, which is kind of ridiculous. I have that as well, which is all DLC, so that's also for like Far Harbor, Nuke World, stuff like that. These are some really good ones because I have, because obviously, as you've seen when I created my character, is I have a bunch of hairstyles that are 2 different types of hairstyles from the normal default stuff mixed together, which kind of blends for an interesting new hairstyle. But yeah, Private Hancock, decently cleaned up, so you don't have to see him as a feral ghoul. Not a feral ghoul, just a ghoul. South Boston Checkpoint Settlement. I've yet to go there and use that, because I think, because obviously Nate is like the male character, is mostly protagonist. It's like not protagonist, canon is the word I was going for. I don't since he's army, or in my playthrough he's going to be wearing a military outfit, so he can be either or, army, military. He's a Minuteman at the end of the day now. So I figured a checkpoint would be quite an option to use, because why not have at least one place that's for like soldiers and stuff like that. There's the Followers extended mod that gets you 20 rings. Castle revamp. It does actually have a lot of trees around it, but there's a square bit that they actually put a building in this, a little square box around the radio station. But you can either decide to keep the tree, which sort of, because the tree is normally there, you could either, I think, is it normally there? I don't know. I can't remember. But you can either keep the tree there, but it merges through the brick wall of the little box that's in the castle. All the walls are built up, stuff like that. So you have to actually get up, you need jetpack or whatever to get up there and be able to take out the Mirelurk Queen and that. These are all just different revamps of like concrete and barn and stuff like that. Cheat room speaks for itself. It's you saw me go to it in the last episode. OCD decorator, which allows you to put in the personal features, like you could put Nuka-Cola. Actually, instead of just storing it normally, you could actually pull out a Nuka-Cola Quantum Cherry, or you could, as the picture suggests, it's showing a fridge with a bunch of Nuka-Cola and Nuka-Cola Quantum in, as well as corn, potatoes, purified water, mute fruit, and carrot, it looks like, at the back. I mean, not that you can do it on both shelves, because there's a bit of an issue with that. It only registers one shelf rather than both shelves in the fridge, so it's kind of like, so it's not entirely on the level, but it does work to some extent. It registers only like, I think it registers as like you would be putting it on a counter. So I think that's why you can't use the bottom shelf in a fridge to store things on this one. That's just to get rid of excess skeletons and stuff like that, stuff that you don't want. I had to install that for Vault 88 so that I could put Vault Security armor on my Vault Security, and get those lab coats so that I could make Vault 88 actually a proper vault, with trying to make it look like they were actually being run by Vault Tech, but it's always been run by sellers. These two, that's for basically the base building with, like, I don't even know why I'm not sure why I have that. I think it might be for the flags originally, but you can obviously have post-war or pre-war walls looking like that, but the walls are that thick that you can't actually rebuild your house properly if you decide to end up with a mod that scraps it, or a mod that gets rid of it entirely. And well, Simple Green, you can already tell how this mod runs, because you've seen it as I've wandered through. You've seen the trees in Sanctuary Hills, the grass, etc. But yeah, those are the mods that I'm using. Buffed militia. Not entirely sure. Hold on, I've got two different versions, haven't I? I can have buffed Minutemen, but on the same note, I get. Does that interfere? Does that mod collide with the other mod? Because I've got the US Army military mod. Colonel Garvey, Lieutenant Colonel Shaw, Major Lewis, radio announcer, yeah. Major Companion advised. Major Companion and Captain Sturgeon. Who's Major? I've not seen that one yet. Well, since I've got that US Army mod, I think what I don't need is this mod. I mean, it's a good mod if you want, like, if you want your Minutemen in armour, which makes sense. But you can either have the US Army one or the Buff Militia one. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't use it. Well, it was in use, but it's not being used now. Anyway, so that's that. Let me just have a look at my order, because, yeah, I don't know if that's going to cause an issue with me moving it down. So if I just reorder this towards the bottom. Has it gone back to the top? I don't want. It's okay. So I need to reorder this so that it doesn't conflict so much. Right. So where is it? That is a bit strange. Where the hell's it gone? Why have they gone back up there? Are they taking the mick out of me or what? At least they're not above that, I guess. Oh wait. No. Why is that not working then? That's strange. I can't seem to move those right down the bottom. At least they moved a bit further down the list. That's just right. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is, obviously, now that we're getting the load order refixed, I saved. Oh yeah, it saved when I exited, so I should be outside. So it looks like we're going to be looking at a beat down Concord rather than that Concord we were just looking at, which it is a nice mod. It looks quite nice, but for PlayStation 4 it does tend to crash. I do have intentions of getting a PC in, hopefully in the next sort of couple of months, but perhaps when I actually do get around to getting said PC, I'll be able to do more Fallout videos with so much better quality mods, including ones with quest lines and stuff, so that I could then extend my experience with Fallout 4 on a PC, because unfortunately questline mods and stuff like that don't work on PlayStation 4, but they work for Xbox One and PC, which is one of the reasons why I want to get a PC, because I mean, what's not to love? I've watched plenty of videos myself on mods that are available for PC and Xbox that are not available for PlayStation 4, such as Nate and Nora companion kit sort of thing, with actual questline where she's actually alive. But you know, right, so let's go and talk to Mr. Garvey. Why did it save there when I exited and saved on the ground? It makes no sense. I'm not going to complain. There they are. So we're back in the game now. What next? I don't even know where to go. I don't even know why it wouldn't let me go back to the other guy. Always this cinematic that makes it so much better. I wouldn't advise anybody that is squeamish towards the gore as the bodies sort of explode from it. So hopefully this should stop the crashing. I'm not sure if the mod will go back on, we'll wait and see. Oh, well, that was quick. I never normally succeed like this.
Man, I don't know who you are, but just press the guard. Come on, Minutemen. Protect people at a minute's notice. That was the idea. So I joined up, wanted to make a difference. I did. Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
The world's changed so much. This makes sense.
You all right? Listen, we need your help. Then we can help you. What brought you out here?
My son Sean was mutated. He's not here.
That's messed up. I'm sorry. You know how this world can be. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. First, it was the schools in Lexington, and now this is.
What are ghouls?
Wow. You really are from around here, are you? Ghouls are irradiated people. Most are just like you and me. They look pretty messed up and live for a long time. But they're still just stupid. The ones I'm talking about, different. Radiation rotted their brains, made me the pharaoh. They'll rip you apart just as soon as you look at you. figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But well, we do have one idea.
Before I do this, I apologise for the consistent echo. I'm willing to bet this video is echoing just like the last one, and it's very quiet. And my PlayStation 4 is doing that whole fan thing, where that whole aeroplane mode thing, where, don't interrupt me, Preston, where it just goes off and it's just overpowering the sound through my microphone. I was going to fix it. I should have done that before I started the episode, so that it wouldn't echo, because the headset I'm using kind of it plays my voice. It plays my voice properly, clearer than the video. It's the content itself. So I apologise for that. I'll next episode I'll try to remember to make sure that the audio of the game plays through my television rather than through my headset itself, because this stuff, because yeah, that's, I'll talk when these guys stop talking.
Some kind of metal miracle. There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Oh, pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, it's got a minigun, and it seems to be intact. Wearing that armor, you can rip it right off. Then the raiders get express ticket to hell. You dig?
Can't be too hard. I'll see what I can do.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turned around. Once you, that power armor, and that minigun show up outside, those raiders will know they think they're going to fight. Good luck.
Well, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was I can't actually remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the audio sound. So obviously next episode I'll try to make sure that before I start the stream I make sure that for 100% that I need to change the audio from out of my own headphones and onto the TV, so that it doesn't have any echo, and I can turn up the volume, and hopefully that will improve the sound of the game. I could actually try and turn it up now, but I don't think it'll make much of a difference, because all the audio is playing through my headset. So we'll just switch it out from my minigun. You're ended. And then it's just you're around the corner. That's him gone. Very nice. It's actually quite clean, regardless of like the mod not being switched on. So we're back to, well, this, I guess. That's a bank. You actually replaced that with a face. Clock. Not a, but I mean the mod when it's on is not it's not great when it's switched off, but on the same note it might be either a good thing or a bad thing depending, because I think it might work better when I'm on a PC rather than PlayStation 4, it might not crash half as much. If you play PC and you played Fallout 4, let me know in the comments if it actually does crash and close on you from time to time with mods on, or whether it works smoothly, better than PlayStation 4. Let me know.
Hey there.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
Feels like treacherous.
You can never have too many friends. Not common. Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
I didn't do it with money.
Hey, sorry. I'm used to everyone being for themselves. You know, you remind me of my friends. The other Minutemen. The ones who gave their lives for something bigger than themselves. You should come with us to Sanctuary. You could use the help.
All right, Gummy. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. There's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it, and I know your pain.
My destiny? What do you mean?
When they're out of time, out of home, all's not lost. You can feel the sun's energy. He's alive.
I know it. Please tell me where he is. I need to find my son.
Can't see him, not clearly, but I feel his life force. He's out there. Even I don't need sight to tell you where you should start looking. The bright green jewels of Clone, Diamond City, the biggest settlement around.
That's big.
Look, I'm tired. Maybe you'll bring me some candles. The sight will clear the picture.
We talked about this. That jump. It's gonna kill you.
Preston, we're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy's what?
Hold on. Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, Julie, it's time to go.
Okay.
Right, so if I just do I think it should auto-save when I step out here actually, but if not, I think it does, but I'm going to make sure I do a quick save as well. So yesterday I was well, let's just say yesterday's video with the amount of blow up, it took me by surprise. I did not expect it to go by storm. So I appreciate I appreciate all of you tuning in to my Fallout 4 content. I was quite surprised when I saw that happen. Right, where are we? There's Bread Rocket. Good. On the right track. So obviously when I come over here, there's this ammo box right here, and that's where all the recruit rings are. I'm not picking them up yet because it is rather tempting to pick them up and start putting the rings on the followers so that I have like a good. There is moments that is quite annoying where I have the followers following me and then they end up running in the way when you're trying to build, so and I'm going to be working one character at a time, and why is this still like this? I don't have the clean road mod on. I don't quite understand why it's still like this. There's cracks seeping through, but the road is clean, and so is the street. I don't know why some of the houses are still missing. I'd have thought it would have taken the. What was I saying? I lost my track of thought. Oh, I forgot to put my military fatigues back on. I'm running around in vault suit. Not that I'm complaining, like the vault suit is actually, I mean, it's the basic characters thingy. So let's just switch that. Just in case we do. Quick save in here, talk to Codsworth.
Welcome back.
You could say that. I made a few new friends.
I realize just say the word.
Yes, of course.
Right behind her. Not to worry there, Papa. You're going to visit good hands.
Well, as far as hands go on you, Codsworth, a blade, a gripper, and, well, a multi-tool thingy that apparently acts as a flamethrower when in combat, which is actually only meant to dispense soap from a Mr. Handy. Right, so we need to set up some defences. So let's see. I'm not. I could scrap the houses, but I don't think I will. Last time I did this as a military camp, but I could set up military stuff around the entrance of this place, but for the most part, I won't do that. Nah. So what I'll do is I will use. Don't think I can. Yeah, I didn't think I could. So does that work like right the way across? It can do, but I'm not using those. I'm gonna use. I always go for USO integrated defenses, turrets. Let's just get some turrets set up on these. This is what I always do. This is how I set my defences up in Sanctuary. And hopefully that when I assign people it won't unassign them, because in my other save my Sanctuary Hills is just bugged out. I don't understand why. They keep unassigning themselves and it really bugs me. Now I'll get some guard posts. I'll set this. I have a little bit of a thing that I like to do where I set up a table here, set up a table right here. We get this. Set up on both sides. Just put you like that. Cool. And then all I need to do is I need to go to. Is there any more? I think there's in metal. Is there any sort of floor panels? Wait, I think what I did before was I went to scaffolding. If I go to structures, I think there's scaffolding, and then I could use. I could do is I could, if it cooperates. Let me just wait for these to get out of the way. I'll just work with it. Apparently it's not going to work with me, so let's try. No, that's not going to work either. Unless I do it this side. That could work. And then yeah, I could go up here. Well, that's not good, is it? I need one of the thingies out of the way. Well, that was a flopped plan. That's pretty flawed, is that, like? So what I need to do is I need to go to steps, I think. No, tell you what I'll do is I'll work with the scaffolding first. I'll work with this like that, and then what I'll do is I'll use this moss. No. Yeah, we'll have a scaffolding there. And more scaffolding right here. I just need to put in some scaffolding flooring. So that's... Nope, wrong way. Nope. Turn. And then I will use let's see, is there any better than that? Scaffolding, stairs. Is there sort of staircase? Guess not. Yeah. So if I just use no. that'll work, I guess. So that's that. Now all I need to do here is get some railings. And I will get more of these. Go back to OC. I am going to need a tester for this. So for the time being I'm going to leave these blank. I'll get Sturgis on duty. Sturgis, do me a favour. I'm going to need a... So that, you add that, and then... all I need to do then is go to resources, water. Apologise for the sound of it, for me constantly sniffing up and stuff. I need to take my Piriton and that. So alright, so I think that should do the trick. 15 power. What have I got food wise? Doesn't seem like I've got anything food wise. And can I not? Oh, well, that sucks. See, this is what's bugging me. It's fritzing. This bit fritzes out and it does my head in. Anyway, we can sort them out with bedding. Functional, we will set them up with bunk beds because that's the easiest way for me. And use this house just to tide these 5 over. And I just use this. Right, so let's see what else. There's a story on that terminal. We might have to have a read of it. We'll have to go back to Vault 111 and read all the stuff as well that I skipped over, that I mentioned in the last episode. Like I said, I'm not reading all that, but there's a story on every terminal. Stop playing. Right, so we've got beds. I will quick save, and then I will go and talk to Preston.
Glad you decided to come with us. Should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to live here. Before.
What do you mean? Before what? Are you saying?
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war rules. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
My son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped.
Sorry. Hope you're fine. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
This happens very often. Yeah. Get on with it, Preston. Come on.
Hope you don't mind. But I've got another favor. Had word from the settlement asking for help. We're still open at Minutemen. Someday, the only chance to start rebuilding Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, got my hands full. Do you think you can go help out with the settlement? I'd be glad. That's fantastic. Minutemen be used for people like you. By the way, you want to help out around here? Talk to Sturgis. I'm sure we'd be glad to all people.
So I'll talk to Sturgis, which I believe he should be down here defending, but I don't see. Oh, there he is.
I'd be glad to help. Just tell me what you need.
For starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground. Just make sure we can sleep the roof over. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need it.
I'll need to trade with you very soon to put you in a military uniform.
Hey, Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it.
Clean water coming in. Great. Thanks again.
Hey, Sturgis.
I feel better already. We have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're going to settle here, we need to get some crops established.
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
So obviously he asks for beds, water, food, and then defences. I have the defences set up, I have the bed set up, and I have the water set up. It's just food. I don't have any crops on me. It might be worth going to the cheat room and trying to get some crops from there, but I don't know. But I know I can cut this episode short, but I've got some other stuff I need to do, so for now, unlike the last episode, I actually get to do this. For the time being, I want to end this episode here. So if you enjoyed watching this episode, leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and also ring the notification bell, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously I'll be making more episodes of this going forward, and I'll be doing Minecraft episodes over on that. Hopefully on the Minecraft episode I won't stuff up again like I did on the last episode, where I accidentally made a diamond axe when I was aiming for the diamond pickaxe. And yeah, we'll see what other videos I'll end up bringing out for in the future, but for now this concludes this episode. So like I said, don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.